The girl liked posting her daily life online. Because of her stunning looks, she gained hundreds and thousands of followers. One day, while Lisa was having lunch with a few friends, she happened to notice a strangely dressed girl sitting in the corner. Later that evening, after everyone got back to the dorm, Lisa suddenly received a friend request. She tapped on the person's profile and it was that same girl from lunch. Strangely enough, this girl's account had 0 friends. Looking at the girl's posts, Lisa's friends all agreed she was a total weirdo. But Lisa was different. The more she looked, the more she liked her. On the other side, when the girl saw that Lisa had become her friend, she was overjoyed, almost not knowing what to do with herself. The very next day, the two met in person. It turned out the girl's name was Mary. She was a recent transfer student, and she was actually in the same class as Lisa. Ever since they became friends, Mary would send Lisa a flood of messages every single day. Lisa figured she was probably just lonely, but her boyfriend Jack thought the girl was a total psycho. That night, while the two were resting, Lisa was suddenly woken up by a strange sound. She followed it and saw a bee buzzing outside the window, but the next second, a figure suddenly appeared. Lisa was instantly startled awake. It was just a nightmare. One day, Mary sent Lisa a photo. She opened it and saw that Mary had photoshopped herself together with Lisa. Lisa got goosebumps all over her body. Then, at her friend's suggestion, they scrolled through Mary's old posts. They were filled with disturbing and graphic videos. After seeing that, her friends were convinced something was seriously wrong with Mary. They confronted Lisa about why she was hanging out with her. Lisa said she was just trying to be friendly. She had no idea Mary was like this. A few days later, it was Lisa's birthday. While she was getting all dressed up for the party that night, Mary suddenly called her. Mary said she wanted to come to Lisa's birthday party, maybe because of everything that had happened before. Lisa lied and said she was just having a private celebration with her boyfriend. Mary had no choice but to accept it. That night, the birthday party went ahead as planned. Lisa posted group photos online. When Mary saw those photos, she was filled with rage and hurt. The next day, Mary confronted Lisa in front of everyone, demanding to know why she had lied to her. Despite Lisa's repeated apologies, Mary refused to let it go. Eventually, the two got into a physical fight, but Lisa accidentally pulled off Mary's hat. Seeing the strange looks from her classmates, Mary immediately left. Everyone thought their friendship was over for good, but that night, Mary sent Lisa a bunch of apology messages. Lisa had had enough and didn't want to indulge her anymore, so she straight up unfriended Mary. Watching her friend count drop back to 0, Mary felt an overwhelming sense of despair and heartbreak. Cutting to Lisa's side while she was at work, a strange sound suddenly appeared. She followed it but didn't see anyone. Just as she was about to head back, she turned around and saw a very strange mirror. Driven by curiosity, Lisa looked into the mirror. Inside it, she saw a dark figure slowly walking toward her. Lisa stumbled backward in terror, but the next second, a monster suddenly appeared. Luckily, her friend called out to her just in time. When Lisa snapped back to reality, the mirror had returned to normal. The next day, Lisa noticed Mary hadn't come to class. Then the teacher delivered terrible news to the students. The teacher said that just a few days ago, their classmate Mary had taken her own life. And somehow, the video of her suicide had been uploaded to the school's website by someone unknown. Lisa could barely believe what she was hearing. Her friends, worried she'd blame herself, tried to comfort her. That's when Charlie suggested they could hold a funeral for Mary. But Lisa's other friend, Ellen, pointed out there was no body. Even the police couldn't figure out where Mary had killed herself. Even stranger, the school's records had no information about Mary at all. That night, while Lisa was resting, she suddenly received a message. She picked up her phone and saw it was from Mary. Since she couldn't view it properly on her phone, she opened her computer. Mary had sent Lisa a video, and the content of that video was the scene of Mary's suicide. Mary first set fire to a portrait of Lisa, then hanged herself above the flames. Lisa was too terrified to make a sound. When her boyfriend Jack found out, he tried to delete the video, but no matter what he did, the video simply wouldn't delete. With no other option, Jack just shut down the computer. The next day, while Lisa was in class, Jack suddenly sent her a message. She opened her computer and discovered that her account had somehow posted Mary's suicide video on its own. Lisa tried to delete it, but the page kept showing an unknown error, and Mary had reappeared on Lisa's friend list. Not surprisingly, this quickly caught the attention of the police. Since Lisa couldn't delete the video, the officer told her to just deactivate her entire account. Lisa then called the platform's customer service, but they said there was nothing they could do either, because they couldn't even find Lisa's account information in their system. With no other options, Lisa turned to her friend Ellen for help. After the two did some research, Ellen made a new discovery. Normal code looked like what was on Lisa's homepage, but Mary's page displayed something that looked like runes. While Ellen was scrolling through Mary's posts, Lisa noticed a familiar-looking video. She looked closely, it was identical to the scene of Mary's suicide. That night, Lisa was studying Mary's page again. The moment she got up and stepped away, Mary's account suddenly posted a photo of Lisa and Charlie together. Then Charlie's image in the photo began to distort. Cut to Charlie. The door behind him suddenly opened on its own. He thought his friend had come back, so he walked out. But after walking a short distance, he saw a strange painting hanging on a door. Without thinking, Charlie walked right in. The floor was covered with dismembered doll parts, and in the corner of the room was an enormous beehive. Just as Charlie was about to leave, two monsters suddenly appeared in front of him. Terrified, Charlie scrambled into the elevator. But moments later, the elevator stopped moving. Charlie looked up and saw that beehive had appeared above the elevator. Before he could even react, a massive hand slammed down on him. Cutting to Luna's side, she was on her way to bring food to her boyfriend Charlie. But the moment the elevator doors opened, They rushed Charlie to the hospital, but his injuries were too severe, and he couldn't be saved. His girlfriend Luna couldn't handle the shock and was hospitalized as well. After returning home, Lisa felt like all of this was her fault. Just then, Ellen suddenly sent her a message. Lisa opened her computer and saw that her account had posted a video of Charlie's death. And just like before, the video couldn't be deleted. Lisa tried to post a status to clear things up, but the moment she finished typing, her computer became completely unresponsive. Because this incident had blown up so much, the principal decided to have Lisa temporarily suspended from school. Just as Lisa was about to leave campus, Ellen made a new discovery. He first showed Lisa Mary's page, then explained that these swarms of bees were a symbol of evil, and bee swarms typically only appeared around witches. To investigate Mary's identity, the two went to her dorm room. Inside, Lisa found an old class photo from Mary's previous school. Strangely, 2 boys in the photo had been scratched out beyond recognition. After searching online, Lisa successfully found the school in the photo. From the principal there, Lisa learned that Mary had an extremely painful experience at that school. It turned out Mary was constantly bullied by 2 classmates when she was young. Over time, Mary became increasingly withdrawn, and she started watching dark content online. The principal also mentioned that Mary would sometimes stare at her computer for hours on end, but the only thing on the screen was her own dark reflection. Because of this, all the other kids at school kept their distance from her. Meanwhile, Ellen discovered an organization called the Black Mirror. They typically performed rituals to summon demons, and Mary's method of suicide originated from one of the rituals within this Black Mirror organization. Cutting away to clear Lisa's name, Jack decided to make a post explaining everything, but the moment he finished typing, his computer screen started glitching. Then a buzzing sound suddenly filled his ears. He thought something had gotten inside his ear, so he grabbed a pair of tweezers. To his horror, he actually pulled out a black bee. Back on Lisa's side, she found an old murder case on her phone. The victims were the very same classmates who had bullied Mary years ago. The police had found their bodies inside a factory. Disturbingly, both of their faces had been mutilated beyond recognition by swarms of bees. After learning this, Lisa immediately called Jack. Since Jack was a hospital intern, she asked him to check the hospital records for any information on Mary. Just then, Mary's account suddenly became friends with Luna, and strange things immediately began happening around Luna. She first saw a building outside the window engulfed in flames. Then she turned around and saw a burned woman lying on a bed, pregnant. While Luna stood there in complete confusion, the pregnant woman suddenly sat up and looked at her. Terrified, the girl rushed out of the room, but the hospital was completely empty, not a single person in sight. With no choice, she kept searching for help, but after just a few steps, 2 disfigured boys suddenly blocked her path. In a panic, the girl ducked into a room. Before she could even process what was happening, she saw another version of herself inside, dead. As the monster appeared, the girl lost her life. When Lisa learned of her friend's death, she rushed to the hospital. The officer showed Lisa the surveillance footage from when it happened. Strangely, the hospital was clearly full of people at the time, but Luna just couldn't see any of them. Before long, Lisa's account posted yet another video, this time of Luna's death. When her remaining friends found out, they all wanted to unfriend Lisa immediately. They were terrified they'd be next, but no matter how many times they tried, the page only displayed an unknown error. That night, Ellen found Lisa. He believed Mary didn't commit suicide, she was performing a ritual called the Black Mirror. Some witches, when they have nowhere left to turn, perform this ritual. After death, they transform into evil spirits and demons. So Ellen believed this was Mary's form of revenge, and the only way to stop her was to destroy the mirror she faced during her suicide, which was Mary's laptop. The next day, Jack found information about Mary's mother through the hospital. 20 years ago, a fire broke out at a farm. Mary's mother happened to live there. Although she was severely burned, she held on until Mary was born before passing away. The two agreed that this farm was likely where Mary had killed herself. While they were talking, Jack noticed that Mary's page had just posted a photo of Lisa and Anna together. They both immediately sensed something terrible was about to happen and rushed back to the dorm. But when they arrived downstairs, fortunately, they got Anna to the hospital in time, saving her life. Lisa then discovered that Mary had already become friends with Anna. She knew Mary would never stop willingly. Seeing the police approaching them step by step, Lisa decided she had to end all of this as soon as possible. So she had her boyfriend stall the police while she and Ellen headed to the farm. While the two were searching for clues, Ellen suddenly discovered he had become friends with Mary. Seeing his own reflection appear in his phone, Ellen panicked and threw the phone away. Then he turned around and saw a woman emerging from the basement. It was Mary's dead mother. Just then, Lisa called out to him. When he looked again, the woman had vanished. Following Ellen's suggestion, the two went down to the basement. Inside, they found massive beehives everywhere, and the walls were covered in incomprehensible runes. While Lisa was searching for clues, she turned around and saw Ellen standing in front of a mirror, completely motionless. Lisa rushed over to ask what was wrong. Ellen first said sorry to Lisa, then he plunged a knife straight into her body. Luckily, Lisa reacted fast enough to escape from the basement. It turned out Mary's intention was to leave Lisa completely alone. As long as Lisa died, the friends around her would no longer be harmed. So Ellen tried to kill Lisa to save himself. Just as Lisa was consumed by despair, she happened to notice a familiar-looking factory in the distance. She pulled out her phone and checked. This was the very place where Mary's former bullies had been killed. Meanwhile, Jack ran into Ellen while searching for Lisa. During their argument, Lisa suddenly called Jack. She told him to meet her at the factory, but Lisa didn't know her boyfriend was with Ellen. Soon, the two met at the factory. Lisa was just about to tell her boyfriend about Ellen, but the next second, Lisa turned and ran, but before long, she hit a dead end. Just as Ellen was about to finish Lisa off, a black bee suddenly burrowed into his ear. Then thousands upon thousands of black bees appeared, swarming around him completely. Under the attack of the bees, Ellen quickly lost his life. Seeing Ellen dead, Lisa thought she was saved. But then young Mary suddenly walked toward her. She said she just wanted to be Lisa's friend. After saying that, she disappeared into a room. Lisa followed her in without hesitation. This was the very place where Mary had killed herself. The moment Lisa entered, she heard Mary calling to her from inside the computer screen. As the camera shifted, Lisa seemed to enter another world entirely. While Lisa stood there in confusion, she turned around and a monster came charging at her. In the end, Lisa didn't die, but she no longer had any friends around her. Lisa saved Mary, but unfortunately inherited Mary's fate. That's all for today's movie. I'm Jack, thanks for watching.